Avatro. Never heard of it? Neither have I. I never heard about them until recently when Indievello allowed you to use game controls. Now, just straight off the bat, I'm not paid to make this video. I wish I was, but I bought these with my own money, about $100 Australian with free postage. Check with your local currency and be aware that as they are shipped from Australia and surprisingly Tasmania. So shout out to all those Tasmanians who are racing on Zwift and Indievello and my wish. Things about these controls which I like is the fact that I don't have to use my keyboard anymore. For those who are on other devices, unfortunately, you can just stop watching this video because you can't use them. It is USB tangled up cord only. No wireless controls, so you do need to have a device where you can plug into USB, and they do come with USB-A. If you do have USB-C, you'd have to buy an adapter. So obviously they're quite bulky. You're going to have your shifters on the handlebars. This is where you're supposed to mount them, but I can't do that because this is where my tail lives and I produce a lot of sweat when I'm riding. So I've tried moving them out. They can move to the side, but the issue is that the controller's got a cable connected to it. So I end up running out of space. What I'd love to see is at some stage, and the good thing about Indievello is that constantly updating, is to set up hotkeys. I'll be able to mount this just on one side of my control of my handlebars, and then I can just assign the buttons that I want for steering, for virtual gears. I can use camera. Now there is third-party options to do hotkeys. It is a bit of messing about. The simpler it is, the more riders that I'll have to race against, and instead of bots. The good thing about my setup is literally I do not take my bike outdoors. So what I'll be doing is I'll be removing the shifters from my bike. I can just put these on here, and that'll be my setup from moving forward, I suspect. Now I'm going to keep moving quickly through this video because I do have a stream to set up tonight on Indievello. The weird thing about YouTube is you'll actually see the stream before you see this video. Now the things that I don't like, and I like to see some sort of improvements with these controllers, is with the Zwift plays, which I don't have access to because I'm from Australia and it's still in beta despite all this time. The problem with these controllers, and the same thing with your Xbox controllers and PlayStation controllers, is they work fine when you've got Indievello selected as your main window. But if you are like me and you do OBS, or you're watching videos, you're watching YouTube, you're watching this video whilst you're riding on Indievello, if you press one of these buttons, it now does not function in Indievello. It functions in the window that you're now using. Now, someone please let me know a way around this if you do know. Build quality, well, I mean, they're not as, probably, I'm not quite sure how long they'll last with all the sweat and everything. The further I can move these away from the center of the handlebars, the better, because that's the sweat zone. I would like to be able to unplug these cables, but I can understand from manufacturing cost point of view, that would add to the costs. I don't think anyone's going to buy these if they're going to be another 50% in cost, especially when you can just use an Xbox controller. But the good thing about these, because they're a game controller, pressing any of these buttons won't also simultaneously be the same key press as on your keyboard. Whereas if you buy a little keypad like a keyboard, then potentially you can run into issues. As I said, if I'm using OBS and I actually press one of those keys, it might function something in OBS, which I don't want. I'll just keep it quick because I do have a lot of other thoughts, but I just wanted a quick video. So comment below, like and subscribe. I don't know why I said like and subscribe. It's just a YouTube thing, isn't it? I probably just stop people from liking and subscribing. And if I keep saying it, people are definitely not going to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think if you do have them, and you do have any tips. Or if you do have another keyboard device that you use, definitely post it up below for links to try and get something cost effective as well. The more people we can get onto Indievello using it, the more people we can race. And as you can see on Zwift, the community is what makes the games. Indievello is a great starting point. Let's get people riding it. Peace out.